Okay, I'm back, and we just finished up talking about Jupiter and Saturn, and now we want to talk about the ice giants, Uranus and Neptune. And if you look at what's inside of them, you'll notice that all four of them start out with this gaseous hydrogen on the outside. But then you'll notice it gets a little bit different inside of the ice giants, because the next layer that you come to is going to be ices and gases composed of methane and ammonia and water. So that's the reason why they're going to be called the ice giants, is that they're going to contain more ice than what the Jovians had, Jupiter and Saturn. And then you'll also notice that in the center of Uranus and Neptune, there is a planet-sized object. And again, we don't exactly know what it's composed of, but it would be probably similar to what's in the center of Jupiter and Saturn. Now, it's just some interesting things about Uranus. Uranus' axis is tilted at a 90-degree angle. So that means that if the spin axis is up and down like this, Earth is tilted at a 23-degree angle, and then Uranus is actually tipped 90 degrees. So it's tipped at a 90-degree angle. So what does that tell you about what caused that? Okay, what caused the Earth to be tilted 23 degrees? A collision. And then as a result of that collision, we got the moon. So it must have been something even more traumatic that hit Uranus early in its formation that tipped it completely on its side. Now, another really interesting thing is, look at the magnetic field of Uranus. Do you see the magnetic axis is tilted 50 degrees? So if we were to draw a picture of that, so here is the planet, and then the spin axis is at 90 degrees like this, and then the magnetic field axis is tilted like this. Okay, so it makes a 50-degree angle like that, and then here's the magnetic field that comes out like that. So it's different than the spin axis of the planet. So why do you think, what would be causing that to happen? So again, it's a result of the collision. So the collision evidently turned the gaseous part on its side, but it didn't turn the inside part of the planet quite as much, so that you end up with these two angles. Let's talk about Neptune. So one, Neptune is blue because of the gas methane in its atmosphere. It is not blue because of water. It also has the highest wind speeds of any of the planets in our solar system. So it has 2,000 kilometer per hour winds, or 1,200 mile per hour winds in the upper atmosphere. And again, it gets the energy to be able to do this from the heat being released as these various materials inside the planet are going through phase changes. Okay, let's take a break, and when we come back, let's talk about Pluto.